Oh, hey guys, so today we are going to prove out the arithmetic formula for summing all of the terms. But before we can start with the lesson, you need to know what the general formula for the sequence, the general formula for the sequence, the general formula for the first term, second term, and the third term. So here we're going to use something like this, whereby Tn is equal to this, and then Tn minus 1. I'm talking about what? The term that is before the final term, which is what? Tn minus 1. So where I see n, I'm going to put what? I'm going to put n minus 1. A plus n minus 1 minus 1. And then d. Why did I substitute this? Yeah, remember from this thing. You get it? And then here you get what? A plus n minus 2 and then d. You get it? Okay, so now we are going to use this thing here to actually formulate our sequence. Sn. So you see sum, which means we add all of the what? The terms. T1 is what? It's A plus T2, it's A plus D, A plus 2D plus, and then now we go to what? We go to Tn minus 2. So Tn minus 2 is going to be what? A plus n minus 3D plus this one I did it. If you could just rewind, you're gonna see plus n minus 2d. You get it? So this is for the what? This is for this one, and this one is for this one, and therefore you end up with what? You end up with a plus n minus 1d. Therefore, what you see here, you're going to bring it here, and then what you see here, you're going to bring it this side. And then for this one, we'll say what? A plus n minus 1d plus a plus n minus 2d, and then plus a plus n minus 3d. So this thing goes along with this one, and this one goes along with that one, and that one goes along with that. And then plus, then I start with this. A plus 2d plus what? A plus d plus what? Plus e. Right? So here I just took this. Here it is, and this one here it is. Or Sn is equals to these things. And then after that, you're going to do what? You're going to add this and that. And then when you add this and that, it's gonna give you 2a plus n minus 1d. Yeah, so when you add them, they're going to give you these things. All of these things. This and that is going to give you what? 2a plus n minus 1d. And then when you add this and that, you're going to get what? Plus 2a plus n minus 1 plus 2a plus n minus 1, okay, d, plus 2a plus n minus 1 d plus 2a plus n minus 1 d plus 2a plus n minus 1. for it to be simpler to you, just write this and that, and then on your third step, you just write these things. Yeah, the examiner will think that you understand this. Okay, then now Sn plus Sn is gonna give you what? 2Sn. Ish. You see now, I don't have a space. Sn plus Sn is gonna give you a 2Sn is equals to, do you remember here, when you add this and that, you'll get what? You'll get this. 2a plus n minus 1 d plus. You get it? So do you see that for me to have these things, I must have n sequence. N sequence. It depends on how many of these things do I have here. So I'm going to add these things. It's going to be n 2a plus n minus 1 d, and then 2Sn. For me to get this, I must have n times of what? Of these things. You get it? And therefore you do what? You divide by 2 here, then you divide by 2 that side. And then Sn is equals to n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. You get it? And then that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, but this is the first step, second step, and then third step. This step here, what I'm going to do, you add this and that. Yeah, but they use what? Simultaneous equations. Sn plus Sn gives us 2n, and then a plus this gives us what? Gives us this. And then a plus d plus this, it gives us what? 2a plus n minus d. And therefore, you write what? You write the fourth step. The fourth step is where you have simplified this thing. For me to get what? For me to get this, I must have n times of what? Of these things. And therefore, you do what? You divide by 2 to make Sn the subject of the formula. And therefore, you end up with this guy right here. And please, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Danko.